Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Big Things Kentucky. We are live tonight. My man, Coach Bew, should be joining us very soon. We got a jam-packed show for you all this evening. We were going to kick things off, starting off with our man, Coach Mcpeek from the A5 Broncos. You know, the Douglas Broncos have been doing big things throughout since they've been created. We just recently had the UK camps. And my understanding is the Broncos had a strong appearance at that. And we just wanted to kind of catch up with Coach Mcpeek. Well, the Broncos have been having a great offseason, lots of offers. Our man Chops just committed to Indiana. We're going to bring on our man Coach Mcpeek. Coach Mcpeek.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Coach? Bew should be joining us soon. But, man, we just wanted to touch base with you. We know last night, we had the UK camps. UK have been running their camps pretty much all week, from my understanding, you know, different days for different camps. And you guys have had a strong showing. I understand you was at the camp last night taking in some of the stuff. Hold on, let me get our man, Coach Bew. Coach Bew.
Oh, my bad haircut.
Here you go. We got Coach Bew joining us.
What's going on, Coach Mcpeek? I need to get
How you doing, sir?
Man, you're looking good.
Trying to.
Yes, sir.
Trying to. How are you guys?
All right, Coach. Well, we just kind of wanted to catch up with one of the hottest programs in the city right now. Like I said, we had the UK camps last night. Chops just committed to Illinois. You know, big thing for him. I'm sorry. What's Chop's real name again?
Jamarion Harkless.
Jamarion Harkless. It slipped my mind. But Jamarion Harkless, a lot of people don't know him as Chops. We've known him since he was knee-high to a grasshopper. But, you know, offers galore, Coach, man. Just tell us about the success of your program in this offseason. How's it been going?
It's going really well. You know, obviously you can't replace Samuel Cornett and Dane offensively. So we've been trying to kind of piece together kind of what we want to be on offense. You know, obviously we still got some time to figure that out before we play. But, you know, we're going to be very, very strong on defense. You know, we got a lot of Division I guys on defense, guys that are experienced, that played in the state championship game a year ago. We have a few guys on offense that did that, you know, and obviously our special teams with Cooper is going to be outstanding. He's a Division I kicker, will be. But, yeah, it's been a really good offseason for us. We've worked really, really hard. We have really high numbers. You know, I've been here since day one with Coach Landis, and I remember when we had 13 kids at our first workout. These last 2 weeks of the summer, we've trained anywhere between 130 and 140 kids, 9 through 12. So it's a good thing, but it's still something that I have to plan for with that amount of numbers and athletes that we have in training. But it's been a great offseason, really proud of our players. And it's not over. You know, we got a lot of guys that are camping the next 2 weeks and right before the dead period starts. So hopefully some guys can still perform well.
Man, I believe his name is DeMarco Kennedy. Am I saying that correct?
D'Amico Kennedy.
D'Amico Kennedy. Now, that young man has wrapped up a ton of offers here lately.
Yes.
Just picked up one for UK. How special is that young man, Coach?
He's a really good athlete. He's not as big as Jamarion. He's about 270, but he's got almost an 80-inch wingspan. You know, I play tackle at Marshall in the group of 5 level, and he's got longer arms than me. You know, he doesn't play a lot of defense for us. He will a little bit this year, but he could be a D lineman at the P5 level as well because he has excellent hip mobility. He's really fast off the ball. But, you know, he's just an athletic kid. You know, he plays left tackle and guard for us, but he could go to center. He could play a lot of different places. You know, and guys like him that are 6'3", and I said this about Jamarion, that have, you know, the hip and functional mobility that you have at that size, you're going to get recruited because there's not a lot of kids that are bigs that have that athleticism across the country, honestly. There's more in the South, obviously, you know, with the SEC being as good as they are, you know, on the O-line, D-line. But there's not a lot of those kids in the country. So I knew when he was a freshman that he would be a P5 kid just because of the athleticism. I'm real happy for that kid.
Now, Coach, I excuse me for this. I want to bring back maybe just a dark period. Man, looking back on the state championship game last year, what can you take from that game to help boost your program going ahead? I mean, it was a great game. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Go ahead, Coach.
Oh, you're good. Obviously, give South Warren credit. I said that right after the game. I don't want to take anything away from them. They had 30-some seniors. They had a lot of kids that wanted that had won a state championship before that were younger. A few years back. But they're a program that's well coached. They played really well in our game. The quarterback that went to Western played really, really well, better than, I knew he was a good player, but after we played him, I had even more appreciation for how good he is. But another factor was, their offensive line was really good. Their O-line, D-line was really solid. On film, you could tell they were good, but I didn't necessarily think they were that good because, we only gave up 8.8 points a game on defense last year. We were really good on defense, and for whatever reason, we didn't play great in that game. We blew a lot of coverages, a lot of communication issues in that game. Obviously, that's on me, as the head football coach, but we did some mental errors in that game that honestly we haven't done in 2 and 3 years. And I can't explain that. They're kids. I can't simulate that type of environment, even in the playoffs and big games we have at home or away. You can't simulate that. It's just different. So obviously I'm very thankful that we've got to play in 2 of those in 5 years. I know it's a negative that a lot of people draw to us that we haven't won one with a lot of Division I talent. And I understand that, and I own that, and that's my fault. That's not the kids' fault. But at the same time, it's also a blessing to be able to be in those games. And I don't want to slight our kids and our seniors that left our programs in 19, in the last couple of years and last year, because that's a great achievement that they had for our program. And even though it does sting and it's not a good feeling, at the end of the day, they were one of the final 2 teams. In all the classification to try to get there. And I'm very proud of our kids for that. Obviously, it didn't go our way in the 2 times that we're in the game. But what can we take away from that? I mean, it's really up to the kids. Obviously, the experience with kids that are coming back helps. And hopefully that'll help us. But, like I tell them every day, you got to earn it every day. It's not – you don't snap your fingers just because we got all these kids with offers, and we have good talent. That doesn't mean anything. And our kids, you got to earn your way back. You got to earn your way back week by week, day by day. And that's what we've done since day one. And that's what we'll continue to do as long as I'm the head football coach here.
Coach, man, follow up what Coach Truck said about the state championship run. Your first 2 years, you get this team to back-to-back state championship games. A lot of success, be a lot of good teams, fought through COVID, finished that season 7-2. Probably next to Doug Charles, the most successful 2-year run for a first-year coach. Man, what do you equate your success to, Coach?
It's definitely not me. It's our players and our coaches. Coach Ed Toll is the best in the business with strength conditioning. I ran a weight room for several years. It's a hard job. I'm in there assisting him pretty much every workout, but he creates our program, and our kids really buy into that. I think it starts there in our core values, of what we live on a daily basis and trying to be as disciplined as we can. I feel like the talent is really at all the high schools in Lexington. I think there's a lot of good players everywhere, but it's just what you put into it and the time that you put in. And I know the coaches are doing a good job around the city of improving. I think the city's got a lot better over the last 5 years since I've been here. And that's a good thing because, we want everybody to be successful. But, and I have a great coaching staff. We've had some turnover in our coaches, either taking better jobs or, family issues or situations through the COVID and different things. We've had some turnover there. But, Jeff Poe has been a constant as a defensive coordinator for us. He's the best in the business. He's grown a lot as a football coach, and the kids love him. They play hard for him. And then, I'm not calling plays anymore. It's really hard for me to do that. So Evander Harris has taken that over for me. He's done a really good job as our offensive coordinator, and Coach Jimmy Skinner came over. That was an OC for 10 years that I played with at Marshall that's coaching our quarterbacks. So I would say, to answer your question, it's definitely the players and their hard work, but also we're blessed with a lot of good coaches.
Well, Coach, man.
Coach, I'm sorry to be on time, but Rookie, one more question.
You're good.
First of all, Coach, man, the cupboard is not bare again. You got a lot of talent. Like I said, Jamarion Harkless, the Kennedy kid, bringing Cole Carpenter from Madison Southern. I guess could be in the quarterback, rotation. Then you got Cameron Dunn, who's been consistent for you for years. And I want to speak about T.J. Horton, how special he is. I think a lot of people don't know how good of a running back or athlete he is, period.
Yeah, I mean, he's a kid that, runs 4.4. He's a great athlete. The thing that I like about TJ is he's improved his hands. He caught the ball really well in spring ball, with different things that we're doing with him. And he's an explosive athlete. The only slight of him, from colleges is maybe height and length. But as far as athleticism, he's off the charts. He's one of the better athletes that we've had in our program, and we've had some really good ones. You look at, Ty and DeMarco Fishback a few years ago. He was unbelievable. TJ is that type of athlete. He's a really good player, and I know he's going to have a great senior year. He's grown a lot in his leadership and how he works over the last couple of years. And whatever school gets him, they're going to get a very explosive athlete, and I'm really excited about him. And obviously, having Ty back and Cam reclassified, those two guys you mentioned, are really good athletes and are going to do some really good things for us this year and beyond. I think we got about 30 seniors, and I would anticipate probably 15 or 16 of those guys signing somewhere, whether that's Division I or NAI. If you can get half your seniors signed, I've done my job, and hopefully we can win some games along the way and set us up for a state championship run.
All right, Coach. We just wanted to touch base with you real quick in the off season. Coach B, you got anything else with Coach? I see you all in the Douglas playbook, Coach.
Hey.
You seen? I think you're looking for intel, Coach.
I will tell you this, Coach knows my heart is, but hey, I got nothing but the utmost respect of what Coach P's done, man. I always been a friendly guy, man. I think Douglas has made everybody else step their game up, so that's one thing I love about it. It's funny, we seen you coming out of a restaurant one day, and my 14-year-old walked past. You look like this, like I'm like, Coach, always working. Look at him. But nah, Coach, I love what you do for the game, man, and the city of Lexington for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate what you guys do for all the players too, and getting them notoriety and recognition, and it's awesome. So, but yeah, I mean, you don't have to do no scouting. Coach Hawkins and Coach Haskins will do plenty of that.
Hey, this is gonna be a big game, Coach. I think they feel like they done got even with us, Coach. You know what I'm saying? They chest is poking out.
Who is us? Are you on the staff?
Hey, I'm just saying. Rumor has it, they feel like they done drew even with us. I ain't gonna put you in a bad spot, Coach, because I know you got to be political with this. But I just want to know, we're looking forward to this game, Coach.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And Coach Hawkins has done a great job over there. And Coach Haskins has them flying around on defense. And honestly, they'll be one of the better defenses we probably play all year long, and we're going to play some good ones. Including going against ours every day in practice. But they got some players, and they got kids that are working hard, and they got really good athletes, and I know they're going to be good. And I think, like I said, since I've been here, this could be the best year that collectively the teams have been at the public city schools, and that's a good thing. There's a lot of new coaches, a lot of new blood that's creating more excitement for all the programs. And to me, that's good. And and Coach said it a minute ago, I think some of that honestly has to do with what we've done. And that's a credit to a lot of people. And moving forward, we got to keep working hard to keep achieving that. But they're going to be a great opponent. They gave us a really good game last year. And, I think they're going to be really good again.
All right, Coach. Well, take it easy and good luck, Coach.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good night.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, Coach. Up next, we got our man Bryce Patterson from the Woodford County Baseball Yellow Jackets. Bryce, are you there?
I'm good. How are you all?
All right, Bryce, you all right, man? You ain't got no pictures. It's all
I was
good,
wondering
though.
what's up with that.
Okay. Now, for y'all that don't know, Bryce Patterson was the quarterback for the football team, one of the top batters on the baseball team. Bryce, man, what a year. That's all I can say, man.
Yes, sir. It's been a good one.
All right, so now you guys made it to the Final Four. You'll be starting your season off tomorrow. Just, man, tell us what's going on with the team. How you guys feeling about this great season you have with baseball?
Hold on. Can you repeat that, sir? I was trying to mess with my camera, but I'm not having any luck.
It's all good. Man, you guys, you had a great season in football. Baseball, you guys made it to the Final Four in baseball.
Yes, sir.
You are getting ready to start y'all's chance at getting a state championship for Woodford County tomorrow. Man, what's going through your mind? Tell us about the state of the team and how you guys are feeling.
Well, a lot of us most of the team is really young, and throughout the year we've had some ups and downs, but we're just trying to stay relaxed and stay calm, not let the moment get too big for us. You know, we're still having a lot of fun at practice and still getting in our work, but we're just trying not overthink anything.
Well, Bryce, man, to follow up on what Coach Truck said, man, a heck of a football season being the quarterback for a team who's a game away from the state championship. Man, you're betting right now. You got 2 home runs. You got 4 home runs, betting 357. Man, a lot of success. What do you equate your success with as far as hitting the ball and staying consistent?
I would like my coaches, they know our limits at practice and stuff, and they know how to push us and like to make us work hitting wise. It's really hard to not get in there and do the same drills over and over every day. But our coaches do a good job mixing stuff up and allowing us to see a bunch of different looks so we can be prepared for anything in the games.
All right, Bryce. Now, as you guys get ready to go, man, what's it going to take for you guys to make this run and bring this championship back to Woodford County?
We're going to have to stay hot, sir. Our bats have struggled a little bit this year, but recently we've gotten them going, and it's really supported us. We can't just rely on our pitching staff the whole time as well as it's been all year. We've got to get some runs up on the board, and I think as long as we keep our bats moving, we'll be all good.
Right,
Then, man, you already committed to school, correct?
Yes, sir.
And where you headed to?
Morehead State.
To play football,
Okay.
right? You doing baseball too?
No, sir. I'm going to keep it at football.
All right, man.
Well, Bryce, man, we just wanted to touch base with one of the Yellow Jackets. Now, you and the coach aren't related, are you, or are you?
No, sir, we are not.
Okay, I didn't think so. Well, man, look, we wish you the best of luck, man. Keep doing big things. We just wanted to touch in with you, let everybody know that you're doing big things, and check y'all out at this tournament. And good luck to you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.
All right, Coach. I'm finna go on now. This was supposed to be our guest honor. We had some connectivity problems, but our man, the king of string, William Warfield, joins us. Everybody knows William Warfield's product, Prep Spin. They do everything. You know what I'm saying? And right now, they're shooting the softball and baseball tournaments, I believe, for KHSAA. So we wanted to talk to William and see what's going on. What's going on, William?
What's up, guys? What's up?
Man, you got to be the busiest man in Kentucky right now, don't you?
Hey, the king of string, baby.
No doubt about it, man. Man, this has been a crazy 2 weeks for us, with these overlaps the way they are right now. And, KHSA wanted to do every single game. Usually we only do like the semifinals and the finals of these two. And so it kind of, it's kind of a curveball, if you will, coming into the last week saying, hey, we want to do them all. And, of course, getting everybody staffed for it, that was the big thing. We're really stretched thin right now with these things going over like they are.
Okay.
Well, man, I'll tell you what, William Wilford covers everything, as he just told you. The man's covering cornhole at Douglas Park Sunday. at 7 o'clock. He's everywhere. I'm telling you what, man, William, man, y'all have had so much success doing this. To see where you started off from and to where you're at now, man, what do you equate a lot of your success to?
Surrounding myself with good people, listening to guys that have been successful and just taking in their, advice and their criticism and, all those great things that, you can pick up, good golden nuggets from people that have, not only talk the talk, but walk the walk. So, that's really the key is, surround yourself with successful people and, it'll rub off on you.
Now, you've been checking out the softball and the baseball tournaments. Just kind of tell us, you got any inside information, any feels for who you think might be a favorite for either or that you like?
That softball, Ballard's obviously a top pick, I think, with that. And then, Harrison County played really good the other night. They got some pitching on Harrison and some good gloves in the infield. So, when you talk about them and how they beat Lewis County was one of the favorites coming into the tournament as well. So I got to catch that particular game, and Harrison County won. So, it's going to be interesting seeing the Harrison County pitcher going up against Lexington Catholic's pitcher tomorrow to see how that one plays out. And by the way, Abby got Gatorade Player of the Year today. She was announced that. So congratulations to Abby Hammond on that. But it's going to be a war tomorrow, man, with that particular game. That's going to be the game of the day.
Yeah.
Man, who is get to see both of these, the girls and the girls softball and the boys. What player has surprised you or been a star on the female side, and what player on the baseball side has stood out to you that probably had a good showing?
I mean, the whole Woodford County baseball team, to be honest with you, the young man you just interviewed a while ago, he's been a big bright spot for him. And, Woodford County's really come alive. And if you remember last time they won the state championship, it was kind of a similar way. They found themselves down, in that opening game of the tournament, bounced back and, ended up winning the whole thing. So they've got, certainly the bats. It's the question right now that remains for Woodford County is the pitching. Can they pitch their way into? We know their bats will be good enough, but can they pitch their way into victory and get into that championship game? That St. X McCracken County game, they've already played once this year. St. X beat McCracken earlier in the season back in May, but who knows what's going to happen in that one because McCracken's really, really good. You got some loaded bats in this one. That's the big thing. And then when you talk about pitching, I don't think anybody's got better pitching than Russell County. Those two guys that they put out there on the mound, I mean, they look like they're minor league baseball players already. Here's the key in that park. When you're talking about Kentucky Proud Park, and some of the teams that picked this up in that first round is, fly balls are hard to catch out there in that park. I don't know if it's something with the wind, but it's like Wrigley Field out there. Especially in deep center field, deep right center. It's the wind swirls out there. It may not look like much out there when you talk about, looking out the flags and seeing how they're moving out there. But when that ball gets high up in the air, it plays tricks with those outfielders. And then at nighttime, you got the added addition with the lights. They're the LED lights. These kids aren't used to that. So that throws in another whole aspect of it. So what we've been seeing, in the Elite Eight games that they've played is you've had some really good coaches that, have saw a need to take some fly balls during warmups, get out there in the outfield, let's hit our guys some balls and see if they can track them down. Cause there's been a lot of missed fly balls out there.
All right. Now, you've had the best seat in the house, man. How much have you enjoyed these tournaments? Man?
I'm not even in the house. That's the cool thing about it is we're out in the the Woodford Mobile Broadcast Studio. And, I mean, it is the best seat in the house. Don't get me wrong. I mean, you walk in, you got that big TV that's on the wall that the guys are calling the game off of. And then, of course, I've got multiple camera angles that I'm looking at. And, you know, when Dave Baker's calling the game, you know, it's pretty special. You know, he's a guy that used to call those big SEC games on TV, if you remember, back when Jefferson Pilot was doing their thing. And so just being able to be around him and listening to him call a game. And, you know, we were hoping to have Gary Ball on there as well helping out. Unfortunately, Gary got a little under the weather, but you know, it's amazing, man. I'm you know, I'm blessed to be in that situation, being able to see the game the way that I do see it, and hear it the way that I can hear it through Dave Baker.
Now, what's up on deck for the future of Prep Spin coming into next season? What you got in store for us?
You know, I don't know if I got it in store for you just yet, but we're working with Fayette County Public Schools right now, trying to get them. I went down to Atlanta and I met with the CEO of the NFHS network, and we had lunch and everything, and ended up taking in a Braves game afterwards. But man, I got to tell you, you know, that's number one on my radar right now. Is, you know, Prep Spin belongs back in the Fayette County Public Schools. We need to figure out a way to make that happen, and you know, we need to get with Rob Sayre and all the athletic directors there in Fayette County and see what it's going to take to get us back in there. Because, you know, we do sponsor a lot of stuff, you know, in Fayette County. And, you know, our business partner, Mingy Beef Jerky, you know, Curtis Mackley, he does a whole bunch of stuff with Fayette County Public Schools. And it just, you know, that's our goal, Coach. If I have to say one thing, that's what we want to do, that's what we want to do. We can always go and do these college games and do all this other stuff, you know, but, you know,
this is home, huh?
This is home, and it, you know, high school sports is our passion, and that's what we want to do.
Man, you know, you all do a lot for the game, sports and Lexington. You know, it's got to happen. We love to have you back doing it. You've been a blessing to us several times. We appreciate. Trump calls you up all the time, bother you 2 o'clock in the morning. Man, how do I do this? I know he bothers the heck out of you, but man, we really appreciate you all, your support. Mr. Ball, we continue. Hoping he continues to get better.
Yeah,
man,
shout out to Coach Ball, man. Let him know we asked about him.
Yeah, we love y'all's group, man. Love what you do, man.
We love you guys too, man. Every time we get a chance to, you know, see you guys at one of the games that we're at, usually the private schools. And, you know, we always take time out to want to hang out with you guys because, like I said, when you surround yourself with successful people, I look at you guys as being very successful with this show and keeping it going. And, you know, even through sickness like you had there, Coach, man, y'all just kept it rolling, man, and I admire that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Hold up. When you get too big now, make sure you get us a job. Now we always look. We always hope for employment. So you can be. Come back and let us know the guys. Help us out.
Hey, you know, when we're rolling again there in the Fayette County Public Schools, maybe we can do a spinoff show or something like that and get you guys behind some play-by-play or something.
Like I said, man, we appreciate anything you're doing and whatever we can do to help you guys. Keep doing big things, man, and love the Whitaker trailer. You know, that's nice. And the Mingy Beef Jerky, we always like them. Keep doing big things, man, and good luck with these tournaments. Now, will you have a break after this, or are you going on to something, you know, kind of like?
It's a crazy thing. So, you know, I've been covering everybody's kids for so long, and you know, this year just happens to be a blessing. You know, I'm not with the Legends anymore, so I just kind of stepped away from that. And of course, they're doing their own thing too, and successful with that, and I'm happy for them and everything. But you know, it was just meant to be. My kids, my 6-year-old and my 12-year-old both made All-Stars. So I got a full summer of All-Star games they're going to be playing, man. And
work on your tan.
The next month and a half is going to be really cool. And then we're riding the football. So I'm like, man, that's what I'm doing for the next month and a half. But I'm going to give you guys a heck of a show when football comes around. And we're going to have a great football season.
All right.
Man, definitely looking forward to it. Else? No, thanks, William, man. Appreciate you joining us again, man. Good luck to you. And, man, sky's the limit for Prep Spin for sure.
I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for having me on the show, and y'all keep doing big things, man. I love it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
you, man.
Thank you. Y'all be sure to check out Prep Spin as they'll be filming for KHSAA. You can catch the softball and the baseball state tournaments. They'll have all the games. And where can they find them at, William?
Well, you know, we've been carrying the games on Prep Spin too. So if you want the upgraded version of the broadcast is I guess the politically right way to say it is it's on prep spin, right? So you get on prep spin, you can watch it in HD, and it's $12 to watch it. You get the day of games, and so get on there, spend $12, and help us out, help them out, and enjoy the game.
All right. Well, take care, William. The king of stream.
Appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach Bew, man, it kind of started fast, and we was fast and furious. Before we wrap this up, man, Boston, Coach, what's going on with these NBA finals?
Hold on, Coach. So we get into that. I'm gonna say they say he had the Whitaker Bank mobile broadcast.
Have you not seen it, Coach?
Coach,
he's got the trailer that's wrapped, and they got inside. He got all the equipment and cameras. Hey, man. He got basically, it's like a little mini truck. From how they send the trucks out? Yeah.
All we've ever done is ride past the Whitaker Bank.
Hey, he's doing his thing, man. But one thing he said, keeping himself, surrounded by people, he has definitely been an inspiration for me and us. Yeah. And he's helped us, it's kind of like, man, we can keep striving. And like he always told me when we first started, he was like, man, just keep going. And no matter what happens, just learn from each thing that you've done and get better. Because he said when he first started out, hey, it was rough sometimes.
He's done a lot of what you've done, going in your pocket and spend to buy stuff to upgrade stuff. But get back to the Boston. I'm still like Golden State in 7, Coach. Still go State. They're going to steal one Friday. They got another one in Boston. They're going to lose. They're going to pull out 2 in the Bay Area. I'm glad Draymond Green is getting exposed. Only thing good about him is his last name. He's a poor man's Charles Barkley is what he is, dog. His answers is finally catching up to him. He's like a little kid. When stuff is good, he's smiling, laughing, see that old ugly grin. When stuff's bad, he's getting texts, getting thrown out, won't fight. So hey, man. But I'm still picking Golden State because I like the what's called the bad.
Now you surprised by how good it's been? I think a lot of people didn't think Boston was gonna put up this much of a fight.
Boston's impressive, Coach. I ain't gonna lie. I'm young cats. It's something special, and I think the star of them all has been the Brown cat, man, Jaylen Brown. I think he's really been doing his thing. Man. I'm telling you, he's impressive, Coach. Impressive.
Before we get out of here, man, I just want to give a shout out to our man Q, doing Beyond the Game. They've been doing big things. Q Walker, shout out to him. And also shout out to Steve Kaufman, man. I was in the mall today and stopped in, and make sure y'all check out Soul and Roses down there by the pretzel stand, man. Steve Kaufman doing big things. Everybody knows the Soul and Roses brand, man. I just want to give a shout out to Steve and what he's been doing, and keep doing what you're doing, Steve.
Man, big supporter of the show, man.
Yes.
You gotta love him. Q Walker, man. What can we get on Q's conversation? I'm saying get in depth with Big Things Kentucky, Coach. What we got to do to get on?
Hey,
you used to love us, man.
Now I ain't got no words for us. But we'll see, man. Coach, you got anything else, man? This live thing was kind of nice. We'll see what we do next week. But I've been trying to get some guests. We did all right, man.
It was good, man. Like I said, Coach, you had us on the time crunch. I was getting word. I tried to get my questions in. Mcpeek, we could talk to Mcpeek all night.
I know.
He's even killed. Crack a joke here or there, but he's even killed. He's all about the game, man.
He was supposed to be later, but he had another engagement, so I moved him up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened with that. And I tried to get Coach Doug Charles. Shout out to him for the LCA program. They're actually having a Character Matters program going on tonight. And he's got 200 kids there. So Doug, unfortunately, he couldn't make it tonight.
Make sure Doug didn't big time us, Coach
Doug got love for us. I want to find out about this quarterback. Hey, big things gonna be happening right now, man.
Hey, man,
my understanding is Sayers got a receiver coming in from Florida.
And look here, I'm telling you, I can't wait for high school.
And we got another Pennington on deck.
Another Pennington on deck, high school. I can't wait for it, Coach. I'm excited.
Yes,
I'm excited.
Well, Coach, man, we can go ahead and close it out unless you got anything else for us. Make sure you check out our Sunday conversation. Yep. We got Coach Ethan Ashley, the new coach in Frankfurt. We caught up with him. He had a lot of stuff going on over the summer and finally found him a home. Make sure you check that out this Sunday. Sunday Conversation, Coach Ethan Ashley.
That was a great interview. Great interview. Sunday Conversation has been doing great notes. We appreciate y'all checking it out. It's been doing really well. So, man, like I said, it gives us a chance to talk one-on-one with coaches and just pick their brain, man, and see what's going on for sure. So, definitely check those out. As always, you should be a living donor. I'm Coach B, my man, Coach TB on the Simon Coach Truck.
Thanks.